So this video is on weeks 14 and 15 of my pregnancy. We are now caught up on videos, so I'm actually like filming when I'm actually on the weeks that the videos are on, whereas the first trimester weeks I was like back filming while I was in my second trimester. And so this will be like the first week that I do like a little bump shot, because I started showing my 14th week. Like barely showing, you know, in those last videos, but I am at the point that like people are noticing I'm pregnant and none of my pants fit. My growing pains that I had experienced a little bit, I didn't really know what they were in the last video for week 13, but I was just like barely starting to experience them towards the end of week 13. And then week 14 it got worse. I didn't recognize it as a growing pain just because it was so low, and I was thinking I would feel it more in my stomach, the round ligament pain. Week 14, and they started working their way up my stomach. They were from like starting at the bottom and then up to like my belly button area, so just that lower half of my abdomen. It was just kind of like a pulling, sharp growing pain, and it bothered me mostly at bedtime. Like I would notice them some during the day, week 14. Week 15 I noticed them during the day a lot more, but it was always the worst like when I would lay down to go to bed. Along with the growing pains, probably 4 days after they started is when I started seeing a difference in my belly and seeing it get rounder. And I started noticing at first, I'll go ahead and show you on my belly now. So I'll just show you in my pants. This is the belly. And I noticed at first, like the first place I noticed a difference is like right here. It used to be like my stomach and then like flat between my hips, and that has gotten round. So this is now like very rounded. And then I noticed like the whole lower part of my belly like sticking out further, obviously, and just being very rounded. And so that's what like I noticed first though, was like right here was very round. But that's my little belly at 15 weeks, and it hasn't changed much since 14 weeks. And this is, my little top doesn't show it very much, but well, I guess it does. I'm just, well, whew, there's my belly, and my boobs have gotten bigger. I never really had boobs until now, but here they are. Welcome. Along with that growth and like feeling it and seeing it, I noticed I was getting stretch marks, and I was like, no, this cannot be happening, because I had been putting on the like Mama Bee belly butter, which by the way, I'll do like products that I used and everything in a video, but the belly butter is not thick like a butter. Like it should just be called belly lotion in a tub. And I like it, and like it doesn't have a strong scent or anything, which I really enjoyed when I was nauseous and everything. But now that I'm growing more, I definitely felt like I needed to switch to something like richer. And I got LaBang body oils. Let me grab them real quick. I've heard really good reviews on their products. I follow them on Instagram, and they have baby bellies on there all the time. I might have to go ahead and get a couple more because I really like them. I got the strawberry scented. They have like all natural ingredients, and then my favorite one is I got the vanilla scented. So these are the two I've started with. I also would like to try the lime and the coconut, and I thought that would be fun for summer just because it just smells like tropical and nice to me, but I'm loving the vanilla right now. It's definitely my favorite. It smells like a cupcake, and George really likes the smell of it, which is nice. I want to kind of combine them and like have like a strawberry cupcake smell and see how that goes. So I'll let you know if I start mixing it up with my body oils. Slather this stuff on. Ever since I saw stretch marks popping up, I slather this on because I was getting them just on my hips where it's like my belly starting to pull away from my body. I guess that's where I got them first. And then, like I said, I've never had large breasts, and so them growing so quickly has made them stretch. And like I escaped puberty without stretch marks, and I'm really bummed that at 24 I've gotten them on my boobs, and it's like a sunburst from my nipple of stretch marks. But luckily, I will say the ones on my boobs are not deep like the ones on my sides. Like the ones on my sides, you can see like a divot. These are just kind of like little squiggle lines. So I'll take what I can get, and I took that as a sign that it was time to up my oil game. And I've had like itching on my belly and all of that stuff from it growing, so those have been really nice. I put it all over my belly, I put it on my hips, my butt, the tops of my thighs, and then all over my boobs. And I just told my best friend that like my belly looks like a turkey, and I feel like I'm like buttering up the turkey when I like butter up my belly. As for like eating, I've been really enjoying healthy foods again. I was able to eat healthy foods again a few weeks ago, but now I'm really enjoying them again. Lemons have been like my obsession ever since the lemon shots at the fridge. They've been my, that sounds like shots if you didn't watch that video. I just took the lemon juice bottle and like shoot lemon juice into my mouth because I wanted it so bad. I don't know what that was about, but ever since then I still have wanted like lemonade, and when I get lemon with my water at a restaurant, I eat my lemon, and I don't know what that's all about. Week 15 consistently, I would wake up, or I would be awake at like 12:30, 1 a.m. and I'm not normally a big cheese person, but I got like this Colby Jack, I think, for George for grilled cheese sandwiches, and I got myself some crackers in case I wanted to have that and some veggies for lunch. And I don't know what it was, but 1 a.m. I was ready for cheese and crackers every night. It didn't matter if I'd had a few for lunch or not. I wanted cheese and crackers. I couldn't stop thinking about it. George would be like knocked out in the bed next to me, and I will go downstairs. This hasn't ended, I did this last night. I'll go downstairs and I'll get my cheese and my crackers, and I'll bring it up and sit on top of the covers and watch my Netflix show and have like the crinkly bag and everything next to him, and he's just knocked out and I'm chowing down on cheese and crackers. I've been noticing like my appetite has returned from my first trimester. I'm wanting to eat more. I'm hungry at 1 a.m. I'm hungry when I wake up, and I'm ready to eat. I have been able to introduce some exercise, so I've just been keeping it really simple and really gentle and just like doing just a little bit. I mean, I'm talking like 5 to 10 minutes of just being intentional and doing some exercises that I know are good to do during pregnancy, but I've done that several times and that's made me feel better. I'm just taking it extra slow because I was so inactive my first trimester that I really want to ease my body back into exercise. I would like to exercise for the rest of my pregnancy, but I want to start really, really slow and make sure I'm doing everything safely and smart for myself and the baby. As you can probably tell, I'm really out of breath. That's a newer symptom. I get like worn out easily. Like the day of Thanksgiving, I came home and I was so exhausted, and I was even exhausted the next day and stayed in bed all day the next day. I've still had like the urethral pain. So I had a bladder infection a few weeks back and that cleared up and everything. I have a pre-existing urethral condition where it was scarred by my catheter when I had surgery. I finally went to my urologist and I had to have a urethral dilation done, which is very unpleasant in general, but because I'm not able to take any medications that I normally would right now, and my body I think is just more sensitive right now, it was a lot more painful. It was like the worst experience I'd had with it so far, but I felt like it would be good in helping prevent me to get UTIs or bladder infections, and hopefully would help with the pain. I'll just have to grin and bear it, I guess. I have had increased back pain for these 2 weeks, and then I also have had trouble sleeping. I am like more anxious before I go to bed, and then I cannot get comfortable. I normally sleep in like every position possible because of my back. I have to change sleeping positions a lot, but right now I'm not really able to because I'm supposed to be sleeping on my side more. We'll end on a positive note, and that is I've had less breast pain finally. So my app has been telling me like the intensely sore boobs will get better in your second trimester, and it took until really like week 14 before I was feeling relief from that. Those are my symptoms for weeks 14 and 15. So I think from here I'm gonna go to doing just 1 week at a time, just as my symptoms are like changing and increasing, so the videos won't be as long and you all will get a weekly update now that I am caught up on my videos is the new plan. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to follow along with my pregnancy updates, and I will see you guys next time.